If you're a Disney minifigure collector or any minifigure collector, you probably know the problem. You find all these amazing characters, you build in your collection, and then you actually have to figure out what to actually do with them. So today we're going to take a look on how I'm displaying my Disney minifigures using an ICUANUTY acrylic display case and see just how much better a collection can look when every character has its own place. So this is a ICUANUTY minifigure display case. Probably one of the more accessible minifigure display case for Australians like myself because shipping from the US to Australia is pricey. So this roughly costed 240 Australian dollars given the exchange rate fluctuations. This is including delivery. But given the quality of the acrylics and the magnetic display function, I think it's well worth the price. Before putting any figures inside, I need to get this case ready. And an important thing to remember with acrylic displays is to make sure you remove all the protective film before you assemble. So once that's done, the acrylic becomes much clearer and you can see what the actual finished display is going to look like. Okay, now this is the fun part. As you can see, I used to display my minifigs in little plastic bags. So you can essentially, it's clear, it's see-through, you can see what it is. But I've just popped them in an empty clear box. So now with my actual display in place, I can actually finally sort them and bring them out of these plastic bags. So I have decided that I'm going to organize my Disney minifigures by actual Disney movie rather than just putting random characters wherever there's an empty space. So we might just put them together in their Disney film and see how we go. It has multiple levels for displaying a minifigure. In this particular case, this one holds up to 150 minifigures, so 6 levels. It's made from clear acrylic, so the idea is to keep the focus on the collection rather than the display. And for Disney characters, I think that's especially important because these figures are basically tiny pieces of character art. It looks magnificent in one of these display cases. The nice thing about doing it this way is that the display starts to feel less like storage and definitely more like a miniature Disney collection, which I love. So now the one thing I really like about displaying minifigures this way is that you can actually see each character. It looks so clear. The space between each minifigure is perfect. And ta-da, here is the final finished display case. I'm so happy. But honestly, this is exactly why I like dedicated minifigure displays, and I can see why all other Lego fanatics are doing a similar thing. So definitely recommend this way of storing your minifigures. So instead of having dozens of tiny characters scattered around your room or scattered in a box, everything is in one place. And because the case is enclosed, it also gives the collection protection from dust while keeping all the figures visible. Let me know in the comments what you think or whether you have another acrylic minifigure display supplier that you can recommend me, or any other recommendations in terms of organizing your minifigures. I would love to know. But yeah, really, thanks for watching, thanks for visiting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.